Hello and welcome back to the Zeduhow series. I'm your host, the jolliest of developers, and in today's episode we have something really exciting. In the last episode we just finished up with how to build a chatbot, and now we're moving on to step 2. What is step 2? Well, it is really simple. What we're going to be doing throughout this episode is we are going to be learning how to design an app. Not code an app, but design it. We're going to get into how to use Adobe XD, how to create a fully interactive mockup that you can share with your friends, and then we can learn coding later on and we can check it. But this is the most important part when you're getting ready to build your app. Once you have an idea for your app, you need to start making a mockup so you know all your features, all your tools, everything that you're going to need. It needs to be printed out here so that you know exactly what steps are and how you can use them. All right, so let's dive in. This is going to be an exciting episode, guys. I'm really excited for this part. I've always wanted to do an Adobe XD tutorial. As you can see, it's going to be a fun episode series. I'm really going to tell you guys, this is one of my personal favorite things. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go to www.adobe.com, create your account. All you need is an email, a password. After that, find the Adobe XD link. There'll be a link down in the description and also in the course notes. Make sure you guys check it out. But right now, let's go over to the, let's say that we install the application and let's get ready. We're going to set up our workspace today. As you guys can tell, I'm really excited. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to click on the add-ons, right? And when we click on the add-ons, what we want to do is we want to get some basic tools, right? These are the tools that are going to make our lives easier. Just to install the ones that you like, I'm just going to install Material Design. It's actually going to redirect you to this page right here. This is where you can see all these awesome tools. And make sure you just read them. So this is for Sketch. Sketch is like Adobe, but it's not made by Adobe, it's made by another company. We'll get into that a little bit later, and it's only for Mac, so not really our thing. However, we have .xd, and these are the files that you're going to look for, .xd or .png, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually click download right now on this file. I'm using Firefox, I'm just going to do this, and then, as you can see, look at that, it installed it. And voila, we come to this section right here. Now, this section is pretty much just a mock-up of all these awesome tool sets. I'm actually going to zoom in. The way you can do that is if you're on Windows, you can just do Control and then the plus sign or the equal sign, whatever you guys have. You guys can zoom in, and then you can actually use the middle button. You know, the scroll button on your mouse, you can use that to move around. Or I have been told that if you're using a trackpad, then you can actually do control move, but I don't know how true that is. However, that being said, I highly recommend that you use a mouse for this series. It's just going to make sure that it's going to be a lot easier. So to move around, you're going to press the scroll button to move around throughout the canvas. Right click is to pretty much right click and to get all your other different options. Actual click, left click is just to select tools. So let's dive in. So as you can see right now, I'm moving around using the middle button or the scroll wheel, and we pretty much see all these. I'm going to zoom out. So luckily, if you're developing for Android or if you're designing for Android, if you have an Android phone, use this pack. If you have an Apple phone, then use the Apple pack. This is pretty much just to get that nice style that most applications provide. I recommend checking it out. But right now, once you have this, the first thing you're going to need to do is you're going to click here on the hamburger menu. This is what we call a hamburger menu, in case if you don't know. It's this 3 little lines right here. Click on it, and then what we're going to do is we're going to do save as, right? And then you're going to click your computer, and this is going to open up this section right here. You're going to click desktop, you're going to right click, you're going to click on new folder, very important, and then name it to your project. For example, for me, I'm just going to name this my project. That's simple, so I know what it is for. But for you guys, name it something else. You know, be creative, put your project title, put it's top secret, all that type of stuff. Project, yep. And after that, I'm going to hit enter, and I'm going to press that save button. Before you do that, make sure I'm just going to call this the temp, like this, just so I know that's my template. And then press that save button. So now that we have our workspace set up, I'll be getting into the next episode soon. Until then, make sure that you guys like this episode. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. We're going to be doing this awesome series with Adobe XD. We're going to go from idea into an actual design app that you can share with people. Not a working app, but a prototype. This is what we call prototype, and we're going to create a full prototype. I am super excited. Thank you so much, guys. Have a wonderful day.